So I promise you these will be the last videos for the last topic of for verbs, which is the intransitive verb. And I'm sorry I have to do this by parts, but I don't have access to many resources. And so let's go. An intransitive verb expresses an action or tells us something about the subject without passing the action to a receiver. So that is the definition. So the intransitive verb in a way just gives you more information about that subject. And the intransitive verb, a sentence with an intransitive verb does not contain an object, unlike the transitive verb. This needs to have an object to pass the action to. But this one doesn't need it. One example, the bus stopped. The bus, which is the subject, stopped. So it's telling you something about the bus. It's telling you that it stopped, and that's it. The sentence is done. This verb does not pass anything to the object, does not affect any object because there is no object. So we don't really need an object to express this sentence because we already understand what this means. So this is what we'd call the intransitive verbs. Remember, transitive, the transitive verb means that the action is transferred from one thing to another. The subject passes the verb to the object. Now the intransitive verb is not transferable. It passes nothing to the object. So it just gives you information about the subject. The bus stopped. Last night we ate. We is the subject, ate is the verb. Doesn't matter the adverbs, doesn't matter any other descriptive words that it may have. We are focusing on the subject and whether the verb is transitive or intransitive. So a sentence could be as short as this, or it could be a bit longer, or it could be even longer. The child plays quietly. We have the child as a subject, plays as the verb. Now we have another word here, a part of speech. But this is not a noun or a pronoun, so it cannot be an object. So this is just telling you how the child played. And this is an adverb. It's just giving you more information. And the last one, he is baking this morning. He as a subject is baking. Remember, is a helping verb and baking is the main verb. And this morning, the action is not being transferred to morning. This morning is not a noun or a pronoun, not an object. It's just giving you more information. This is working as descriptive words. So it's just telling you when the person baked or when the person is baking. Now, these are verbs that are the same but can be either transitive or intransitive depending on how they are used in a sentence. So the first sentence is the children play checkers. We have children as a subject and play as the verb. And do you think checkers is an object? It's a noun. Is the verb being transferred to checkers? Yes. So we have checkers as the object. Now we have the children play quietly. The children play quietly. So the children is still the verb. The subject, sorry. Play is still the verb. But now we have an adverb. They play quietly. This does not answer the question. The children play how? The children play what? The children play who? As are the questions that we are supposed to ask ourselves when we want to find the objects in our sentence. But rather, this is asking how do the children play, and it's just describing how the children are playing. So this is an adverb. Then we have Mr. Lopez is baking bread. Mr. Lopez is baking what? Bread. Mr. Lopez is baking today. Mr. Lopez is baking what? It is not answering our question. So today would not be the object of the sentence. So in one sentence, the play, the verb, is a transitive verb, meaning that it passes the action from the subject to the object. And in the other sentence, the verb is not passing any action to the object. It is an intransitive. So there are verbs that can be used as both depending on the way that you use them. So that is it for transitive and intransitive verbs. You can use your notes to complete your assignments. If you have any questions, I will try to answer as soon as I can today. Thank you.